And we're going to continue on with the flyback cooling project I've been working on. Hope this comes out. I just got this fly. Just for demonstration, this is the flyback cage, and you're looking at it. And typically the back of the set is on this side. The flyback would be installed right about like this inside the cage. The focus coil goes down in there and pokes out the front. This goes to the high voltage rectifier. Of course, you have your filament leads for the high voltage rectifier as well. In this case, the shunt tube mounts right about here. Okay, and it of course is used to control the high voltage, as part of the high voltage regulation. Now, here's what I'm trying to do to make this cooling thing work. That's the little microprocessing fan. That's about 1.5 inches wide. I've just mocked up something in some thick paper here. You get the idea of the shape. It's basically just a square with a little bend on the end. And the idea here is that this will mount just exactly like this. Let me see if I get the right angle here. Kind of mount here on the side of the cage, and basically aim its output. Let's see if I can get a good angle on it. Here you go. Right like that. So it'll be kind of aiming right at the center core of that transformer. And I'll have to notch out this little lip here because I want this thing up as flush against this cage as possible to make room for that regulator tube, which will sit, again, right here. So it's pretty tight fit right here, but it does fit. I've already checked it. And this will just be mounted up here. I won't go into the details how I'm going to mount it. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I don't like the idea of just using like double-sided sticky tape because heat will eventually break that down. So I'll figure out some way of securely mounting this, but without doing a whole lot of modifications. But you get the idea. And this doesn't blow a lot of air, but it blows enough air. It doesn't take much, just a little bit to keep that undercover. What I'll probably do is after I get this installed, in fact, what I might even do, I might even integrate this part here into a new fabricated cover top. I'll save the old cover. I ever want to return it back to its original stock configuration. So this will be mounted maybe to that top piece. And over here I'll have a hole on the top to let the warm air ventilate out the top. And then I'll put another secondary cover piece, maybe even the original piece, and have it stand off, and that will provide the X-ray radiation by having a piece of sheet steel. So I'll have like a false top that mounts this, has a vent, then I'll have like a maybe 1-inch standoff from the top here where I'll mount the original cover plate. So we'll have plenty of ventilation, and just mount the fan, and I think hopefully keep this flyback running much cooler. I've already tested this out, and it keeps the flyback running a lot cooler, so I'm sure it'll work. It's just a matter of building a little small voltage supply for it. I don't know if the 6 volts AC will, when I rectify it, what that'll turn out to be. I mean, it'll probably be closer to 8 volts DC once it's rectified. But this is a 12 volt fan, so what I'm thinking about doing is maybe even just fabricating a little voltage doubler, since I have AC to start with from the filament, and then I can put a resistor in there to control the current flow to the fan. That way I can get the full 12 volts and get the maximum output from the fan. I really do want it to blow as much air as possible on there to keep it cool. It's a really small fan. It doesn't move a lot of air, so I might just end up doing the little voltage doubler and see how that works out. Anyway, more to come when I get it done. Thanks again for watching.